It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From Jim Wilno Senior Field, we welcome you to high school football here on the WBCB Sports Network, where today something's got to give as the 0-4 Hightstown Rams take on the 0-4 Nottingham Northstars. Hello and welcome, everybody. Alongside my broadcast partner, Rich Sale, my name's Jordan Hirsch as we come to you live from damp and dreary Nottingham High School. Rich, the weather's certainly going to play a factor in this game today. Ball security is going to be at a premium, and this game has the feel of whoever wins that turnover battle is going to get out of here with their first victory of the season.
Yes, we can see here it's windy and it's rainy, and this is the type of game where ball security, like you said, is going to be at a premium. The ball's going to be slippery. It's going to make sure you got to firm care of the ball, and then just being able to just know where the wind's going. So special teams will be a big thing too. And like you said, whoever can win this game is who can create the most turnovers and who can capitalize off those turnovers.
Well, this game, you got to believe both of these teams are going to try to keep the ball on the ground, but if they do elect to go through the air, you've got two quarterbacks here, Cole Vincent on the Hightstown side, Dante Vasquez on the Nottingham side, that are going to have to step up and try to lead their team to victory. Rich, what could you tell us about those two guys?
Well, let's start off with the Hightstown Rams here, and we got to get to an important stat that's going to be significant if this number hits today. So quarterback Cole Vincent is 35 yards away from hitting 1,000 career passing yards in this game. In for his career. And in this game, it's going to be interesting to see how they're able to get those number. I'm sure that's in the back of their minds a little bit to try to get him that 1,000 passing yards for his career. And then he threw 4 picks in the first 2 games, but now he's progressing upward. He hasn't thrown a lot of interceptions since, so he's doing a great job of taking care of the ball, game managing, and you're going to need those game managing elements with where this game is going. As far as Nottingham Northstars, it'll be junior quarterback Dante Vasquez. Their running game is usually where they're going to lean on, and if anything, when they go to a short passing game, it's usually like those 5 to 6 yard out routes. So they're looking to get like 5-6 yards of play, especially in a game like this. You're going to need to get those average 5 to 6 yards of play, and they want to sustain yards. It's going to be a clock control game. The elements are playing a huge factor in here today. So the biggest thing for them is, can they win the line of scrimmage? Can they control the clock in this game? And let's see which of these teams can get their first win.
Both Hightstown and Nottingham looking to get in the win column for the first time here in 2024. Today's game on the WBCB Sports Network is being brought to you by Kessel Dermatology, the Revere Restaurant, Haldeman Ford Subaru, Saul Funeral Homes, the Capital Health System, Team Toyota, the New Jersey Education Association, the Hamilton Township Education Association, Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, the Italian People's Bakery, the Trentonian, the Hamilton Township Division of Health, Hyundai of Trenton, and Mako of Ewing. Today is also First Responders Day here at Nottingham. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with the pregame ceremonies right after this here on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 5-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs for acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties. Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
Today's game is being brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We're proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. And now let's turn it over to our PA man here at Nottingham for the pregame ceremonies here for First Responders Day.
Thank you to the brave men and women who serve our community. Your dedication and commitment make a profound impact on our lives. Please join me in giving a big round of applause for the Hamilton Township Police Division and PBA unions. We also like to recognize the Hamilton Fire Division Union and dedicate to Robert Wood Johnson. We also like to recognize Nottingham Capital Health EMS Rescue Squads. We also want to extend a great for Mayor Martin, Superintendent Dr. Rocco, Hamilton Township School Board of Education, and Hamilton Township Public School Districts for his invaluable support for making this event a reality. Now let's show our appreciation one more time. A big round of applause for these first responders. At this time, will everybody please rise for the national anthem? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Jim Wilna Memorial Field. Today's contest is between the Hightstown Rams and your Nottingham.
Hightstown and Nottingham about set to take the field. Coin toss is coming up next. We will take a quick pause and be back with kickoff between Hightstown and Nottingham. Both teams looking for win number 1 here in 2024. Right after this here on WBCB.
Hi, Paul Muller here, and there's never been a better time to be part of the team. New car inventory is back. We have over 100 new Toyotas ready to drive home today with some of our most popular models available. And with a huge selection of dependable certified used Toyotas, our pre-owned departments are ready to make a deal that works for you. Plus, our award-winning service centers will have you in and out and back on the road in no time. Visit one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton, or online at teamtoyota.net.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people don't. Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Welcome back to Nottingham alongside Rich Sale. My name is Jordan Hirsch. Hightstown, they won the toss. They elected to defer, so it will be the Nottingham offense taking the field first. Hightstown has the ball on the tee. Deep men are Sabri Melvin for Nottingham. And it's a line drive rolling kick. Melvin takes it at the 21 and starts up. He's across the 30, breaks through. He's to the 40, makes another move out towards midfield. Excellent run back by Sabri Melvin. Nottingham's going to start with great field position right there at the 50. And so here comes the Nottingham offense led by junior quarterback Dante Vasquez, who enters this game 20 for 54 on the season, 251 yards, hasn't thrown a touchdown yet. Has thrown 3 interceptions, however, and he's got a short field to start it. This is a Nottingham offense that's averaging 8.4 points per game. They come in 0-4, but they've played really one of the toughest schedules in all of New Jersey. They have taken on Paul VI, Burlington Township, Allentown, and Hopewell Valley, being outscored 150-34 during those matchups. But those 4 teams, Rich, are combined 17-3. Vasquez comes out in the shotgun, puts Almonte in motion. It's a high snap. Vasquez tries to cut through the defense, and then at least gets back to the line of scrimmage. So he avoids the sack and brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, in that formation there was an empty 5-out formation, and they tried to get like a fake they tried to motion one of their receivers across from right to left. And, you know, they're lucky that play was at the right back of the line of scrimmage. I mean, to be behind the sticks early to start this game off, especially off a great kick return, you do not want to be in that situation early. They're lucky that ball is now back at the line of scrimmage.
Nottingham here in the midst of this 4-game losing streak to start the year. It's their longest losing streak since they fell 5 consecutive times to start the 2019 season. Trouble with the snap, ball comes out, and it looks like Nottingham was able to fall back on top of it. It never made its way to the quarterback, Vasquez. And it was Nottingham who was able to recover. There to fall on it was Gabe Negron. And that'll push Nottingham back behind the sticks. It's officially Going to be a loss of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 13, now back into their own territory.
Yeah, and the snap in this rain, as it's starting to pick up a little bit, I mean, there's got to be a very high emphasis on communication, making sure that that snap is right, because that ball's going to be slippery. So not all the time you're going to be able to get the grip on it, but you got to find a way to just make sure that snap communication is at a premium today.
Yeah, that's what we talked about pregame, too. Holding on to the football is key. Vasquez on 3rd down and 13. He's going to roll, look to throw, fire across his body, and he completes it. There's Carlos Almonte right at the sticks. It's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. They say move the chains. 13-yard hook up to Almonte, and it's a 1st down for Nottingham.
And if there's anybody that you're going to have to keep an eye on to watch for Nottingham, it's going to be Carlos Almonte, and he made a huge 1st down there to keep the chains moving. And this is a good 3rd and long that Nottingham's able to convert early. You want to start with a great opening drive, especially like you mentioned with that tough schedule before Jordan with those combined teams 17-3. A huge opening drive score would be huge for Nottingham, and they're right now off to a great start.
Almonte 2nd on the team in receiving, now up to 75 yards. The leading receiver, Quimir McMillan, he's out today. First give goes to August Cassidy. He breaks into the 2nd level, carries it towards the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 6 for Cassidy on his first touch, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 4. August Cassidy this season, 49 rushes, now 50. Came into this game with 180 yards and 2 touchdowns, both of those coming in the last 2 weeks, in which he's been averaging 4.6 yards per carry, as the running game is starting to find its footing for Nottingham in the losses against Allentown and Hopewell Valley. Vasquez and Tamir Carmichael along with August Cassidy in the backfield for the 2nd down and 4 play. It's an inside give to Cassidy. He rumbles his way forward, puts that shoulder down, picks up 5. He needed 4. That moves the 6, 1st and 10.
Yeah, and right now they are sustaining yards. Nottingham this opening drive. They are trying to control this clock as we just have gone through 3 minutes already, and right now this is the drive that Nottingham wants. I mean, control the clock, make sure that you get in that, make sure you get a score here, especially on this opening drive, and make sure ball control is huge, and Nottingham is dictating that to start.
Oh, you know, whenever you see Nottingham play, there's going to be a heavy emphasis on running the football, and especially in these conditions. If they're able to pick up yards in chunks, that's just going to be even more reason for Coach McGuire to go to the ground game. Does so here again. Cassidy drags defenders down near the 20-yard line. They say he got to the 22. That's a pickup of 3 for Cassidy. It'll bring up 3rd down, or I should say 2nd down and 7. It's really going to be a battle now between these two fronts, right, Rich? And you saw right there that Hightstown, they were able to make the stop. Their defensive line is going to have to play a huge role if they want to be able to stop this Nottingham ground game.
Yeah, they're going to have to play a really good job of playing, like understanding their gaps, setting the edge on those runs. And right here, there's a toss coming, so right there, Hightstown did a good job setting the edge, and that's exactly what you want to do if you're going to be able to limit the Nottingham running game. That's
a nice play that time. In on that tackle was Adam Kozik, dropping Cassidy for a loss of 2. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9. And right when you mentioned talking about setting that edge, that's the first time we saw Nottingham try to run it off tackle. Hightstown was ready.
Yeah, Nottingham had success right now in between the tackles. That time they tried to run it outside the tackles, and not really a lot there. And it's going to be tough to run east and west with, you know, the wind and the rain. So I think the best way if you're going to run if you're Nottingham is trying to keep north and south.
This Hightstown defense allowing just under 26 points per game. 3rd down and 9. Melvin goes in motion. He gets it on the toss. Melvin runs into one man. Ball comes loose. Still down. And Nottingham's able to fall on top of it, but already the 2nd fumble of this drive. Weather continues to play a factor. Down right at the 24-yard line. And now, Rich, you're kind of in that no man's land territory. And we've already seen Vasquez complete 1 to Almonte on a 3rd down and 13. And we'll wonder now if he's going to be looking in that direction here again, 4th and 9.
You probably would guess that if Vasquez is going to be able to go to somebody, it's going to be to Almonte. So I have a feeling they're drawing up a play for Almonte right now on 4th and 9, knowing that with the wind, with the rain, it's going to be tough to get 3 in these kinds of elements. So this is going to be a play you're looking at for Almonte, but you got to find a way to move the sticks and keep the chains moving.
I beg your pardon, there was a holding call that went against Nottingham that was accepted by Hightstown head coach Ryan Fullen. So instead of 4th and 9, it'll back it up into a 3rd and 20, all the way back to the 35.5-yard line. This again, though, Rich, could be a spot where you're looking for Carlos Almonte. He goes out wide to the top of your screen. The running back is Hassan Jonem. Vasquez takes the snap, tries to set up the screen. Nothing there. Now he's going to take off. Vasquez up the middle to the 30, dragging defenders down to the 26-yard line. So he gets 9 of them back. It'll bring up 4th down. We'll call it about 10.5. And again, no man's land. It looks like Nottingham's going to leave the offense out there. So 4th and 9. Vasquez gets the play call, and if it doesn't go to Almonte here, got to believe this is going to be a passing play. And Hightstown did a good job taking away that screen. They wanted to set it up to Hassan Jonem. He's one of the guys that Coach McGuire has been very impressed with here in the early portion of this season. 4th down and 10. Vasquez is going to look to throw, stands in the pocket, now escapes to his right, throws incomplete. Oh, man, wide open that time was the senior Cameron Martin. He would have had a 1st down and a whole lot more, but just unable to haul it in. Nottingham turns it over on downs.
And that 4th down play, Vasquez did a very good job manipulating the pocket, climbing up slowly, and then rolling a little to the right. And he had a receiver open just a little high. I think it slipped out a little too high. And, oh, that would have been possibly a huge 4th down conversion on 4th and 9. And what ends to be a promising drive for the Northstars. Hightstown, let's see how they can build off this.
It takes nearly 7 minutes off the clock. It's the backup quarterback, Ryan Walsh, the junior, who gets the start for Hightstown today. Swings this one out wide. That pass is caught by Aiden Schenlinger, and he's still on his feet, out across the 40-yard line. That's a 1st down.
Jackson Hughes on the tackle, 1st down, Hightstown.
Check that. That's Jaden Buffo-Bonnie who makes the reception out of the backfield, moves the chains all the way out to the 43-yard line, gain of 17.
Yeah, Buffo and Bonnie, they're getting on that little like bubble screen, right, swing screen out to the left, and he's able to work up the left sideline, then cut back inside to get some good field positioning. A good play call for Hightstown to start this game, I think.
They hand this one off to Cole Vincent, who's the starting quarterback. He looked like he wanted to throw it. Nothing was open. He gets dropped for a loss of 1. That's a play that we saw last week in the Princeton-Hamilton West game, where obviously whenever you play Princeton, you got to be wary of those trick plays, and we saw them try to use their quarterback, Travis Petrone, as well their backup, Brady Collier, on those type of handoff plays where then the second quarterback goes in to try to throw it. Nottingham did a good job taking that one away, and it appears there was also a penalty. Didn't see the flag come out, but the officials move the marker back. It's going to bring up 1st down and 20. They place the down marker at the 40 or the 32-yard line.
1st and 25, Hightstown at the 32-yard line.
So you're on 1st and 20. We're going to have a timeout being called by Hightstown as head coach Ryan Folan wants to talk this one over. That allows me to let you know that if you're looking for a loving pet to add to your family, you can consider visiting the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter at 2100 Sylvan Avenue. The experienced shelter staff will do their best to match you with a companion that's a good fit for you and your family and lifestyle. The shelter has cats and dogs available, and sometimes smaller pets like rabbits, birds, and reptiles. Not ready to adopt but want to help the animals? There are volunteer and fostering opportunities available. The Hamilton Animal Shelter is open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., Thursdays till 7 p.m., and closed on Sundays. You can view their adoptable pets at hamiltonnj.com/animal shelter and also learn about volunteer and foster programs. That's hamiltonnj.com/animal shelter. The shelter is at 2100 Sylvan Avenue, off South Olden Avenue. 1st and 20, Rich, both teams playing from behind the sticks, and when you're two struggling teams, you want to be able to pick up those positive yards 1st down and 2nd down and avoid some of these penalties.
Yeah, and especially with the wind picking up a little bit, the rain coming down, you want to try to make sure that you're north and south is where you know that this game you're going to have to just find a way to move the ball downfield. That's where you're going to want to go with it.
1st and 20, Walsh, quick throw to the outside. That's caught by Daniel Young. He takes it down the sideline, has the 1st down, or at least very close to it. The officials are going to mark him out at midfield. He was at about 3 yards before the sticks, it looks like. That'll bring up 2nd down and 3 from midfield.
And I like the game plan so far, the play calling for Hightstown for Ryan Walsh, I mean, they're giving him quick, easy throws, letting the receivers make yards after the catch. And it's quick and easy throws to get him settled, get him in rhythm early in this game. And I think that that's the kind of game plan you're going to need to have to get him comfortable with this game, especially that knowing that the short game is going to work in elements like this. It's just being able to make sure that receivers make the catch and then make yards after the catch.
Walsh on 2nd and 3. It's a give to Buffo-Bonney. Makes a man miss in the backfield. Carries it forward for a positive gain out to the 49-yard line. So he gets something out of what looked like it was going to be nothing. That brings up 3rd down and 2. Jaden Buffo-Bonney, the senior running back on this team, entered the game 26 carries for 89 yards, a long of 17. He's not going to be a guy that's really going to look to break it into the secondary, but if they're able to sustain drives very similarly to how Nottingham likes to play, that's kind of the game plan for this Hightstown team.
Yeah, you want to chip away at those yards, to have it turn from 4 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12. If he can chip away at those yards, that's going to be part of sustaining this game for Hightstown to be able to get the first score of the game.
Walsh has the first down, running straight up the gut of the defense. First time we've seen Ryan Walsh use his legs this afternoon. He carries it across the 45 to the 42. That's a pickup of 5 yards. He needed just 2, and that brings up 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's always exciting for a quarterback when he gets his number called on like a quarterback draw there, and that's what Walsh was able to do. He's able to get the first down and take a little hit with it, but I mean, this is how you get him in rhythm, feeling like that, you know, you can ease the nerves in there, rain, windy, just get him comfortable, making sure that he's in a good spot.
1st and 10, another quick throw. That time it's low, intended for Cole Vincent on the outside. 2nd down and 10. Again, Vincent was open. Walsh just couldn't hit him, underthrew it, and that brings up 2nd down. And that's the first incompletion of the day for the junior quarterback.
Yeah, this is where like the ball's a little slippery. That ball was just a little underthrown. He had Vincent open. It's a little difficult to get a consistent passing game in this rain, but that's why I said, you know, those quick, easy throws, that's going to be important if you're going to try to have passing game success in these elements.
On 2nd and 10, they give inside to Buffo-Bonney, and he gets dragged to the ground right around the 40-yard line. It was August Cassidy there to get him. It's a pickup of 2. Cassidy had him around the ankles, makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8 Rams at the 40-yard line of the Northstars.
Yeah, 3rd and 8 now for Hightstown. I think what you really want to do is, like, where they've had success, Jordan, is when they have these bubble screens from the slot receiver, those jailbreak outside screens from the wide receivers. I think if you can get the right leverage that you see, that's where you go with the ball.
They give to the backup quarterback, Vincent, and he lets it fly in the area of Trevor McCarthy. It's incomplete. There is a flag down, and I think they're going to get a hold here against Nottingham. That time in coverage was Riccardi Cherry, and he might be the guilty party. And yep, there's the call, defensive holding. And so that will be an automatic 1st down. It'll move the ball to the 30-yard line and bring up 1st and 10.
And Jordan, I want to go back to something that we just pointed out. I mean, we've had more trick play calls on this drive, and you know, they got that pass interference call, so a penalty that extends the drive. Hightstown getting a little creative on that 3rd down with the testing the elements early.
Walsh, he's going to look to take off his 2nd carry of the game. He slides forward out around the 22. That's a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on 1st down. 2nd down and 2. It was Hassan Jonam there to bring him down, although Walsh had kind of given himself up.
Yeah, and if Walsh can make plays outside the pocket, whether it's a quarterback draw up the middle, and then it looked like he kind of wanted to throw it, but the play broke down, and he just put his foot in the ground and just went upfield. I think if you can get that running game from Walsh, if you can trust him with some quarterback runs, this opens up a new element for this Hightstown offense and puts a lot of attention not just on the wide receiver screens, but also his ability to make plays outside the pocket.
2nd and 2. Here's Buffo-Bonney. He's got the 1st down and then gets dragged down by Hassan Jonam out to the 15-yard line. That's another gain of 7, and it moves the chains, and Hightstown now in the red zone.
Yeah, points are going to be at a premium here. You got to find a way to get points, especially in these elements. And it's about which team can manage those elements to find a way to get some points on the board, because it's about controlling the game right now. And so far, Walsh is doing a great job of just, settling in and getting comfortable with himself and finding some lanes that are opening, upfield, whether it's him running out of the pocket or trusting his receivers to attack the leverage that they have and being able to work upfield.
This Hightstown team, they've only scored 13 points all season. Here's Buffo Bonnie bouncing it to the outside, and Jonem there with his third consecutive tackle drops him for no gain. It'll make it 2nd down and 10. And Rich, those 13 points that Hightstown has put up, it's tied for the second fewest in the entire West Jersey Football League with Clearview. Only Salem has worse. They've scored just 7. And so it's good to see, if you're a Hightstown fan, them being able to sustain this drive early, especially when they've been struggling to put points on the board this year.
Yes, and it's against a good Nottingham defense that you want to be able to, get some points early, especially on your opening drive. That gives you a big confidence boost early in this game on the road. And if you're able to get points on the road, you're kind of playing with a really good advantage if you're able to cash in and at least get 3 here. But it's going to be tough in these elements to try to get that. So biggest thing now is just keep finding a way to move the sticks.
Well, a quick moving first quarter has come to an end. Just one full drive. Hightstown moving. They're down to the 15-yard line. 2nd down and 10. No score between the Rams and Northstars. 12 minutes down. 36 to go. We'll take a quick break and be right back with the second quarter next on WBCB.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs for acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
The Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon, as well as the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. 2nd down and 10 for Hightstown from the 15-yard line after a scoreless first quarter. Walsh takes a snap, puts a man in motion, gives it to him on the jet sweep. That's Daniel Young, and he can't get upfield at all. Forced out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage. Ran across the entire field east to west and couldn't go north to south at all. Got it back to the 15. It's 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, and I think that Nottingham, they were trying to get some blocking up the field, right? But they couldn't get quite the blocking that they wanted upfield, so they were trying to work towards the sideline. So now you got a 3rd and long here, and you kind of want to just find a way to get in a comfortable field goal range, knowing how close you are, because you want to at least come away with points, but it's how you're going to be able to convert this 3rd down and how close you can get in the field goal range.
Walsh keeps it off the play action. He's going to roll on 3rd and 11, throws incomplete.
Walsh incomplete for the
Trying to
Rams.
connect that time with Adrian Santiago, the tight end, and it was nowhere near him. Kind of just threw it into the ground to avoid the sack. So now 4th down and 11, and it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. Hightstown's kicker, Michael Fowler, has yet to attempt a field goal this season. He's 1 for 1 on extra point tries. And Ryan Walsh and the Rams are going to remain out there. 4th down and 11 from the 16-yard line. Walsh gets the play call just 17 seconds into quarter number 2. Glad he could join us for some Saturday afternoon football here on WBCB. The mist continues to fall very lightly, just enough to be an annoyance to anybody sitting in the crowd. 4th and 11, Vincent goes in motion. Walsh has all day to throw, firing. It is incomplete, or it's intercepted, in fact.
Incomplete. Intercepted by
There to
the
pick it
Northstars.
off was James Rumpf. And he takes it across the 15-yard line to the 16. Walsh had all day. Not sure if he saw Rumpf who undercut the route. There's the first turnover, Rich, and it sets Nottingham up.
And Rumpf does a great job of tracking his receiver to the ball, sees that he's breaking outside, so he follows him outside, reads the route, undercuts the corner route, gets a huge interception for Nottingham, and the first turnover of the game. Let's see how Nottingham is able to manage getting a turnover and what they're able to do if they can capitalize.
It's the first interception of the season for this Nottingham defense that has been tried and tested, allowing over 37 points per game. But they get the stop in the red zone, and here comes Dante Vasquez for the second offensive drive. First down and 10. They're set up at the 18. Vasquez looks over to his head coach, Milo McGuire, on the sideline. Now he's ready, first and 10. He's got Cassidy next to him. That's where the football goes. Cassidy finds the hole between the guard and tackle and rumbles out to the 22 for a gain of 4.
Second and 6 Northstars.
Nottingham team averaging just under 75 rushing yards per game. They've been better the last 2 weeks, and a big part of that has been the play of the sophomore August Cassidy, who's really had a breakout season on this Nottingham team. He's again somebody that head coach McGuire has been impressed with through the first 4 games. He gets the football again, breaks into the second level, puts the shoulder down out to the 29-yard line. Give him 7, and it moves the chains.
And you can see why Coach McGuire has been excited about this sophomore running back, August Cassidy, as he's able to just run in between the tackles, lower his shoulder there, take on the contact, and fight for those extra yards to make sure that they're able to sustain those drives and control the clock the way they want to draw this up. And so far, the Northstars right now, they are able to get those first downs. It's just when they get to that red area, they're going to have to find a way to find some of that red zone action that they need.
Yeah, both teams had great opening drives, both of them ending in a turnover on downs. First and 10, Vasquez fakes the toss. He got the defender to bite. Now he's going to go deep over the middle for Melvin, who goes up there and hauls it in. Sabri Melvin goes up there and mosses his defender out to the 36-yard line. What a catch.
What a catch in between 2 defenders. The fact that he was able to jump back to the ball and catch it over 2 defenders there, and a ball that was a little slippery, definitely underthrown, but the play by Melvin to be able to come back to it and catch it and keep moving the drive, that's a huge play for Nottingham, and that's the big play that they needed so far. Now it's just, are they able to continue this success that they have so far in this drive and find a way to get the points in the red zone?
There is a player down on the Hightstown side, so we're going to step away. It'll be first down and 10 for Nottingham, and we come back. 9:49 to play here in the second quarter.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Alongside Rich Sale, my name's Jordan Hirsch. What a play before we went to break by the senior receiver for Nottingham, Sabri Melvin. Vasquez kind of just threw it up for grabs. It was a wobbly pass, and Melvin, he appeared to just be tracking it the whole way, and he came down with the football.
Yeah, he did, and there was 2 defenders in the area, Jordan, and one of them slipped, but how Melvin was able to come back to the ball on an underthrown pass and be able to catch that, that's a huge big play for Nottingham so far. And now they're past the 50, and, you know, they got a promising drive right here.
First and 10 into plus territory. Vasquez gives to Cassidy, and he falls forward for a pickup of 1 out to the 35.
Second and 9 Northstars.
There to get him for Hightstown.
Hightstown 35-yard
was the big defensive lineman Jamel Duncan. The nose tackle, 6'4", 310-pound senior. Very tough to probably run into his body and expect to get much positive yards.
Yeah, when you got that frame, it is tough to run the football, and it makes those interior guys, the guards and the center's jobs a lot tougher when he's so disruptive in being able to stop the run. So all eyes in the interior to watch him make sure that he does not disrupt the game. And with that kind of ability and frame, he could definitely impact the game in that way.
Second down and 9 for the Northstars. Vasquez again puts it in the chest of Cassidy, and he's able to power forward back to the line of scrimmage. Again, that time Duncan was the first one to meet him. He flexes over towards his sideline. That'll bring up third down and 9. Just a nice job by Cassidy to not lose any yards right there.
Great job for those North Star cheerleaders. Get a hand to this North Star cheerleaders.
Now you got a 3rd and 9 here, Jordan. I think this play, you got to imagine that Coach McGuire is kind of thinking, okay, if we've seen Melvin catch a big play in this drive, and we know that Carlos Almonte is a big guy that can make a big play, this play is going to one of these 2 wide receivers here.
Almonte splits out wide to the bottom of your screen. Sabri Melvin is next to him in the slot. 3rd and 9, Nottingham needs the 26. It's a quick throw from Melvin, and it's off his fingertips. That time Vasquez led him a little too far on the wide receiver screen. Brings up 4th and 9.
4th and 9 for the North
And now we'll see what head coach McGuire elects to do. And it looks like it's not really a tough decision. Offense will remain out there on the field.
Yeah, the elements kind of make this, in all likelihood, expecting 4 downs every series. And I think that's kind of the battle of the field position game, right? Is where you're at. And if you don't get it, you obviously don't want to give Hightstown a short field. And I think if it's a field position type of game, it's going to come down to, okay, who can win that battle? Because special teams in these elements are going to be difficult to work with. And that's where I think going for it on 4th down, it's going to be able to see which plays do you really like that draw up and work.
Vasquez on 4th down, throwing across his body, incomplete, intended for Almonte. There to meet him was his opposite number 10, Trevor McCarthy. He might have got there a little bit early, but the officials keep the laundry in their pockets, and it's another turnover on downs.
Yeah, and Hightstown, you know, they get their stop, right? And now you're kind of working almost at the 40-yard line, so you got about 60 yards to go. And they had a promising opening drive that they were able to work with on some of those jailbreak screens, on those bubble screens. And their running game was able to get a little bit of traction, but it's just being able to find something consistently to work for them. And I think if you could build off that opening drive, that's a step where you want to go, especially for Hightstown trying to get their first win, just like Nottingham is.
Hightstown took it into the red zone on their opening possession, and the drive stalled right there. They get the football back here with 7:58 to play till halftime in a scoreless game. Cole Vincent goes in motion. We've got whistles.
Looked like somebody jumped early. They were too excited for the play to start.
Yeah, they were excited to get the football back at the 35, and one of the offensive linemen appears to have moved early. Still waiting for the official call from the white hat referee. Nope, they're going to say keep it at the 35. Maybe they just wanted some time to allow Hightstown to get the substitution. So now it's 1st down and 10. Hightstown ready for their first play of drive number 2. Trouble with the snap, and Walsh just has to fall on top of it.
5-yard loss.
The snap was a little bit wide of him to his left. He tried to haul it in with one hand, and in these conditions, really no shot right there. He loses 5.
And this is ideally where, you know, if the ball's really slippery, you got to minimize those shotgun attempts, because sometimes like that, if that ball is low and it slips out of his hands, it can lead to not really a great outcome, especially if the defense jumps on it. So I think if you can get some under center stuff to help Walsh get a little more comfortable, obviously they're in 5 wide now, so I think that's going to be the question. Can Hightstown find some under center stuff to make sure they get a grip on this ball?
Here's a quick throw, and it's caught by Buffo Bonnie outside. He gets tackled inbounds at the 34-yard line. There to meet him was Daniel Laurent. Gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. They give him one extra, 3rd and 10. And this is exactly why, Rich, you don't want to be playing from behind the sticks, especially with 2 offenses that don't necessarily have that big play ability. Because you find yourself 2nd and 15, you pick up 5 or 6 yards of play, it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, and especially the element's not helping either. So you got to find out, okay, you know that Nottingham's going to be playing. You know Nottingham's going to be playing deep here because they don't want to allow a big play here. So you got to think, okay, what are these little like quick plays going to be able to do? Do we have a quick play that can at least try to generate some yards after the catch and at least get closer to the sticks?
Walsh on 3rd and 10. Pass is caught by Vincent, and he gets popped. What a hit by Riccardi Cherry. At the 40-yard line, Vincent was able to make the grab, but he's well short of the line to gain, and 3 and out goes Hightstown. Here comes the punting unit. This will be our first punt of the game for either side, and Sabri Melvin will jog back as the deep man for Nottingham.
Well, we've seen one big special teams play to start from Nottingham on the nice kick return to start. Now that we're seeing a punt for the first time, I'm a little curious to see which of these special teams units can be able to make a play in these elements, and if one of those plays becomes a difference in this game.
Michael Fowler is the punter. It's a very lofty snap, and it's a good punt. It sends Melvin back, and it takes a major Rams roll all the way inside the 10. Melvin goes back to pick it up. Now he's going to try to just get some of those yards back. He's able to stay on his feet across the 15-yard line, and then the Rams gang tackle him out of bounds right around the 17. So Melvin does a good job to get a few of those yards back. That was a perfect punt from Fowler. And so it sets Nottingham up again inside their own 20-yard line. That's where they were after the interception on the previous drive. This time they're going to be all the way back at the 16 with 5:56 to go till the break.
Yeah, and we're halfway through the second quarter already, and I think both teams are doing a good job of controlling the clock and being able to just work through their offense, work through the elements. I just think Nottingham had that one big play, and they weren't able to convert. And it's hard to get big plays in these elements, but it's going to be able now to determine who can win the line of scrimmage and trust their running games to make a big play. And that's where we've seen Cassidy have some big runs for Nottingham, and he's capable of having one if they get the right defenders in the box that they want, if they can get the holes to open up. So I think now that we're seeing both teams are able to control the clock, it's just which of these line of scrimmages is going to be able to make the big play for their team and get their first points of this game.
Didn't see any penalty markers come out there, but they rule the ball back at the 9-yard line. It's a give to Cassidy. He runs outside the tackle. He's got some space. He's got the first down and a whole lot more. Down the sideline, rumbling across the 40. August Cassidy, there is a flag down at the 24-yard line. For now, it's a gain of 35, and we'll check this marker. It might be coming back, and the way Nottingham looks with their body language, it appears that that's going to be the case.
And that's got to be crushing because I think it might be a hold, Jordan. And just when I talked about that big play outside, that's got to be crushing because they have big plays that have been working. They just can't finish those drives, and that would have been a big play again to set them up almost close to midfield, and that's got to be frustrating for Nottingham.
They do call it on the hold, and now we'll see how far back they walk the North Stars, all the way back to the 4-yard line. So half the distance to the goal makes it first down and 15. And it wipes what would have been August Cassidy, if not his best run of the season, one of his best, as long as 37. So he would have been very close to that season high. Instead, it's first down and 15 for Nottingham in the shadow of their own uprights. Cassidy not out there in the game for this play. It's Carmichael and Jonem as the running backs. Carmichael gets it on his first carry of the game. He's able to knife his way through a couple of tacklers and carry it to the 10-yard line. Give him 6. Let's see if they mark him at the 11. Nope, we're going to put him right there at the 10. That's a gain of 6, second down and 9.
Tackled by Adrian Santiago for the Rams.
This is where it becomes tough when you talk about that field position game. Neither of these offenses have really been too great through the opening part of the season, and obviously both of them trying to sustain drives, but when you're knocked all the way back starting inside your own 10 makes it very tough, and this is where if you're Dante Vasquez just trying to get out of the shadow of your own uprights. Here's the give to Cassidy. He rumbles his way forward to the 15, maybe the 16.
With the tackle for the Rams.
And so Cassidy and Carmichael get a lot of the yards back, and that'll bring up third down and 4, and it sets them up with a more manageable third down play.
Yeah, and that's obviously good when you can get some yards, especially out of your own end zone here. And I think that this is a manageable third down to work with. Now, they're trying to run some off-tackle runs, which have been some success that they've been building on slowly as this drive has continued. I think here, right now, I mean, you've got Cassidy that can, get a 4-yard run here. I think they're going to start trusting him to make some plays a little bit.
Vasquez takes off to his left, throws across his body. That pass is caught. It's Javian Crumbly Mason carrying it across the sticks for the first down. First time we've called his name this afternoon. And so far, Rich, Dante Vasquez looks very comfortable rolling to his left, throwing across his body. Coach McGuire instilling that trust in him on these third down calls.
Yeah, they moved the pocket left too to help Vasquez being able to make some of those throws, and that's the kind of quick game action that you got to have to move the chains for Nottingham, and that's a great play by Crumbly Mason to move the sticks, get a first down, and your 2-minute and your under 5-minute offense is starting to gain some momentum right now on this drive, and let's see if they can sustain it.
First down and 10 for Nottingham from the 24-yard line. Vasquez hands this one off to Sabri Melvin on the jet sweep. He's got running room across the 30, ducks his way out across the 35 and moves the chains. Now Sabri Melvin getting a touch in the run game. He has had his fingerprints all over this one here in half number 1.
Yeah, and he did a good job waiting for his block to kind of see where it was going to go. He's going to wait and see if it was going to bounce inside. Nope, he works outside, gets out of bounds, and just being able to know that when you have to go out of bounds, especially in elements like this, where it's going to be slippery, or when the block would open up, then you would work inside. And I think that, you want to just make sure that you get your offense into some manageable situations, second and short, third and short, and that's what you have to do when the elements are like this with wind and rain.
That's a gain of 14 yards for Melvin. Moves the chains on back-to-back plays, so it's 1st and 10 now from the 38. And there's some confusion on the Nottingham side, and head coach Milo McGuire will burn his first timeout of the first half. And that gives me time to remind you, don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian, and the Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It's important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. Whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot, Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. Are you or a loved one homebound? The division's caring nurses will bring your vaccine to you. For families that may be underinsured or uninsured, the division offers free routine vaccinations for children. Most residents in Mercer County are able to take advantage of the free and confidential STI and HIV testing clinic. You can head over to hamiltonnj.com/health for more information, services, and upcoming clinics and eligibility. 1st and 10, back to action. Give goes to Tamir Carmichael, and he drags his man out to the 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 7. Adrian Santiago was the one on his back, and Carmichael just would not go down.
Yeah, now you get yourself into a 3rd and 3, it looks like maybe. And Carmichael, the 2 plays that we've seen, he's made some nice runs. He's been able to just work wherever he can find that open space. And I think now that, or 2nd and 3, I apologize. Now, you got your offense finding a way to just move the chains, get some positive yards. And right now, this is what you're going to need to do to try to at least come away with the end of the half with some points.
2nd down and 3, still no score, 2:41 to play till halftime. There's Cassidy. He rumbles and tumbles his way forward. A flag comes in late. For now, it's a 1st down gain. We'll have to check the marker. Dante Vasquez does not appear to be all too pleased as he walks his way over to the sideline. This is going to back Nottingham up, and it's going to be another holding call. That's been the theme so far with some of these penalties. Both teams have done a relatively good job playing a nice, clean game. That's another penalty, another hold going against Nottingham that takes the 1st down away.
And what would have been a 1st down becomes 2nd and long, and that's not the ideal the ideal script that you want, but you always prepare for this kind of stuff. And it's just now, as we're approaching under 2.5 minutes, it's kind of just like, okay, let's try to get it to like 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. Let's try to get half of it back. If you get more, great, but at least try to make it 3rd and manageable now when you get a 2nd and 13 like this.
They were backed up 1st and 15 earlier in this drive, and they were able to move the chains. Cassidy is the running back to the right of Vasquez. Crumbly Mason goes in motion. Vasquez going to look to throw on 2nd and 13, has pressure, and just throws it away. Javian Crumbly Mason was open, but Vasquez just elects to toss it over to the sideline. And so now it'll be 3rd down and 13 with 1:50 left, but there is a flag that's down. We'll have to check that. Nottingham appears to be backing up even further.
Personal foul.
And they call a personal foul, a chop block, in fact, going against Nottingham. And so now it's going to bring up 2nd down and forever.
Yeah, and I think the reason they called that was because I think one of the backs for Nottingham kind of hit the outside, hit one of their defensive ends low a little bit. And yes, he has pressure, but in that situation, I mean, like you mentioned, Crumley Mason was open. But sometimes that clock is speeding up, and you got to make that quick decision in a split second to be able to just throw it away. And it looked like the right side of play broke down, but he's got to look kind of a little left to see if Crumley Mason was there. But I understand those split decisions happen, but that block is just another one where you got to just tip your cap to the defensive end there that he beat you.
It's 2nd down and 28. Vasquez just looking to get some of it back, running to the outside, and he's going to lose even more. Vasquez goes down in the backfield. It was Jaden Buffo-Bonnie with the sack. And now 3rd and about 1/3 of the football field is what faces Nottingham.
Timeout Rams.
Hightstown's going to use a timeout before this 3rd down and 33 play. Gives me another opportunity to let you know that since 1899, proud to be a part of your greater Hamilton Township community is Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it the most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff is always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating the unique life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Homes is proud to sponsor today's game and hopes you enjoy it. And car buying made simple at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue, Ewing Township. Over 100 new Hyundai models from Elantras and Sonatas to SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, and Palisade, including hybrid models. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory, including a huge selection of pre-owned certified vehicles. No market adjustments on any car in stock. Get an extra $1,000 rebate trade-in value towards any new vehicle. Hyundai of Trenton will buy your vehicle even if you don't purchase a car. Fast payment, top dollar paid for your car. Hyundai of Trenton, car buying made simple at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. 3rd and 33. Jonem is going to be the running back lined up next to Vasquez, and we'll see if he gets the football here and just tries to set up the punting unit in a little bit more favorable position. They have to get it all the way out to the 48-yard line. Hightstown, a little surprisingly, they're playing off coverage, but the deepest man is all the way back at the 28. And if you're Hightstown, the entire goal here on defense is just don't let anybody get in behind you.
Yep, keep everything in front of you, and then you got your 2 timeouts left. Be ready to use one if you're going to use it, and just
Vasquez is just going to punt it himself, and it gets blocked. Very interesting decision on 3rd down. Vasquez tries a punt very close to the offensive line. It gets blocked, and now Hightstown's going to get it inside the red zone. That did not pay off right there for Nottingham, and the Rams now with a chance with 89 seconds and 1 timeout remaining to punch it in and take the lead.
There's a first for everything. And I think I just might have seen a 3rd and 33 punt, but it was really, really tight. You know, a shorter punt protection than you normally would here. But, I mean, what a play by the Rams here. I mean, just to be able to get that first game-changing play of this game, and now you're in the red zone. I mean, and you get the ball to start the second half. Huge momentum change in this game by the Rams.
Walsh hands it off. Buffo-Bonnie gets dragged down and then ripped to the turf. A couple of players in there for Nottingham. Jashawn Sampson was the one who was able to eventually bring him down. They say give him 3 out to the 7-yard line. Clock continuing to run down to 1:07. It's 2nd down and goal from the 7. 2 in the backfield behind Walsh. He takes snap, gives Buffo-Bonnie. Again, he runs into a wall. He's out to the 5, and that'll bring up 3rd down. Clock continuing to move. Hightstown, they appear they're going to go no huddle as Walsh quickly gets the play call. Now he's going to let his squad know what's up. Down to 46 seconds left. They head to the line quickly. It's 3rd down and goal from the 5. 3 in the backfield now for Hightstown. Walsh and the Rams looking to punch it in and take the lead. There's Daniel Young. Right up the middle he goes, and he gets stuffed. At the 3-yard line, this should be an easy decision for head coach Ryan Full, and gotta believe the offense is gonna stay out there. We're at 22 seconds left. He may very well just run this clock all the way down, call timeout, and give Hightstown the final play of this half.
I mean, do you have confidence maybe that you can get a short field goal, at least go with a 3-0 lead to the locker room, Jordan?
Well, Michael Fowler, he's yet to attempt one this season. He is the place kicker, and now Hightstown's going to use a timeout with 10 seconds on the clock in a 4th and goal from the 3. While we have a minute, I'd like to let you know that the District Community Relations Committee, they will be meeting from 5 to 6 p.m. on October 15th. This community-driven committee meets monthly, and all HTSD parents, students, educators, and community members are invited to attend. The link to register and more information can be found at htsdnj.org in the community section. Questions can be sent to dcr@htsdnj.org. And the 49th Annual Cavalcade of Bands is on October 12th at the Hamilton High School West Football Field. Gates open at 11 a.m. and tickets are just $10 cash only, $8 for students and seniors. 11 bands from across the region will perform, including all 3 HTSD high schools. Also, there will be food tents featuring Hornets' famous butterbeer. They run the clock down to 2 seconds, so head coach Folan will give his team one more play with a chance to punch it in and take the lead going into halftime. And the Rams with a chance to work 2 possessions for 1, really. They will receive the second half kickoff. 4th down and 3. The tailbacks are Buffo Bonnie as well as Daniel Young. 2 seconds left, final play of the first half coming up. Hightstown walks to the line looking to take the lead. 4th and 3. He's going to roll, throw off his back foot, back of the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown. What a play fake. What a play call. And Hightstown takes the lead going into halftime. It's 6-0.
And what a 4th down design.
There is a flag down on the near side of the field. And it's unsportsmanlike conduct going against Hightstown. That came after the play, however. And so the touchdown will count. It's going to back the extra point try up. But the Rams do take a 6-0 lead. And so now out to add the extra point will be Javian Carter. Or it looks like they're just going to go. Are they just going to go for 2? There's an interesting setup. There's only 4 on the offensive line. And now a different unit will come on. And it does appear Hightstown's just going to go for this. They're 18 yards out. The offense trots back onto the field, leading at 6-0. It's just the 3rd touchdown of the season for this Hightstown squad. Walsh is alone in the backfield, and he's just going to take a knee. Not even going to risk throwing any interceptions and letting Nottingham return it. But there is a flag, so before we go into halftime, we'll have some more to sort out. Got to imagine they're just going to take a knee. It's a false start. That penalty's just going to be declined. And we will head to halftime. Rams 6, Northstars nothing. Stay tuned. Our halftime report is coming up next here on WBCB.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
Hi, Paul Muller here, and there's never been a better time to be part of the team. New car inventory is back. We have over 100 new Toyotas ready to drive home today with some of our most popular models available. And with a huge selection of dependable certified used Toyotas, our pre-owned departments are ready to make a deal that works for you. Plus, our award-winning service centers will have you in and out and back on the road in no time. Visit one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton, or online at teamtoyota.net.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! 1490 WBCB, Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
I'm paying on Cash App. Nigga, why wouldn't you just come, bro? I'll go. What is wrong with you, bro? like this for 2 minutes. Should I go back? I'm about to go.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We're proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. And if you're looking for a loving pet to add to your family, consider visiting the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter at 2100 Sylvan Avenue. The experienced shelter staff will do their best to match you with a companion that's a good fit for you and your family and lifestyle. The shelter has cats and dogs available, and sometimes smaller pets like rabbits, birds, and reptiles. Not ready to adopt but want to help the animals? There are volunteer and fostering opportunities available. The Hamilton Animal Shelter is open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., Thursdays till 7 p.m., and closed on Sundays. View their adoptable pets at hamiltonnj.com/animal shelter, and also learn about volunteer and foster programs. That's hamiltonnj.com/animal shelter. The shelter is at 2100 Sylvan Avenue off South Olden Avenue. Back here at halftime, where the Hightstown Rams leading the Nottingham Northstars 6-0. The lone touchdown of the game came on the final play of the second half. and it was a 5-yard touchdown pass from Ryan Walsh, and that's all the scoring we've got so far, Rich. Both of these offenses, they've been able to move the ball pretty effectively, but it's been when they've gotten into opponents' territory where some of these drives have really stalled, and I'm sure that's what both of these head coaches talked about back in the locker room, and that's what they're going to be looking to improve on after during the next 24 minutes.
Yeah, and I think that the elements have played a big factor in that, the wind and the rain for sure. It's also just being able to just win up front as well, right? I think that both teams have gotten some good success. Some big plays that have hit. It's just the line of scrimmage. Who can open up those holes? Because the running games are going to be a big factor now to be able to close out a game like this. And who's going to be able to make those big plays off of the running games? Or can you get quick passes that can generate yards after the catch, that can extend drives? And that's really where you're going to be able to see, how do we manage the game with the elements that they're doing it? So I think it's hand in hand. It's who can win up the line of scrimmage and who can win the game managing through the elements so far. And at this moment, Hightstown's doing that, and we'll talk about that in just a second.
Yeah, on the Nottingham side, they were able to gain a couple of big plays. A few, though, knocked back because of penalties. When you're a running team like Nottingham, you have to be able to avoid some of those holding calls. They did not do a great job of that, and that's going to be something that they're going to have to clean up.
Yeah, and that's for sure. I mean, yes, it's, they're trying to control the clock. Yes, they're trying to kind of get their game to kind of work with those short out routes, but they've done it a different way today. They had the big play from Melvin earlier, right? They've got Crumley Mason going a little bit, and Almonte haven't quite gotten him going the way that we've used to seeing this Nottingham team. But they've done a good job sustaining yards. They've done a good job controlling clock, but backed up inside their own territory. That punt block so far is the difference in this game, and that's what's got Hightstown leading 6-0.
Yeah, and Hightstown, they've really won the field position battle today. That's why they've got that 6-0 lead. And you've got to give credit to their defense as well. They've done a nice job containing these running backs from Nottingham, not allow them to get down the field consistently.
Yes, and they have really kept everything in front of them. They've kept it to where that they don't really allow those big plays. And if anything, they're kind of letting those 2 to 3 yard runs kind of just hold them in check. And then I feel like, though, they're kind of, when they do roll out, they're kind of hoping that, okay, we're going to have to make them throw long throws, because if you get throw long in the rain, you see the ball's been a little slippery. And give Nottingham a little credit. They've converted some of those plays, but when they have to throw a little longer than 10 yards, they don't mind letting that ball slip a little bit and just taking an underthrow, or Nottingham had the pick before. So if you're Hightstown, you're doing exactly what you want. Special teams is winning. You've had a couple big plays with your running game, wide receiver screens. So if you're able to get that mixed in back from what you were doing first half and then control the game like the way they've been doing, not turn it over, you'll be fine. But each team's got one turnover.
Both of these teams looking for their first victory here in 2024. We're going to step aside. We'll be back with the second half of action next on WBCB.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs for acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Welcome back to Nottingham. Second half of action about set to get underway. Hightstown, they won the opening coin toss and deferred to the second half. So they will get the football first, leading it 6-0. And the kicker, Riccardi Cherry, about set to boot it deep. First kickoff of the game here for Nottingham. 6-0 Hightstown on top, looking for win number 1. Nottingham looking to make the comeback and get into the win column as well. Cherry runs up, and he's going to kick it on the ground. It rolls. It's tipped by Young. And then going back to pick it up there for Hightstown. And we're bouncing it to the outside now. Goes 38. He's not listed on this roster, but he takes it out across the 25 towards the 27-yard line, and that's where Ryan Walsh and the offense will head back out. Rich, they were able to take advantage of the very. Now it's just about being able to bleed clock with the run game, leading it 6-0. And if you're Hightstown, it's about doing just more of the same back from the first half, being able to march the ball down the field.
Yes, and I think that part of that too, Jordan, is they gained confidence scoring that touchdown on that 4th and goal play right before the half. So I think it's now managing that confidence to being able to get what you did well in the first half, those wide receiver screens, the running game that they've started to mix in. They can get that going, but along with managing their confidence, they'll be fine.
Walsh all day, going deep over the middle for McCarthy. It's incomplete. That would have been a touchdown if he was able to connect with Trevor McCarthy, just led him too far.
Oh, and they had the perfect look there, and he was wide open. Just the only thing that you got to worry about a deep passing game with, Jordan, is that ball floating a little too far out sometimes because of the rain. They had the perfect call to come out of the half, and if they were able to convert, that would have been a huge, huge punch for Hightstown there.
So instead, it's 2nd down and 10. That was McCarthy's first target of the afternoon. He now goes into the slot and goes in motion. Play action. No, it is instead a handoff to Jaden Buffo-Bonnie. He rumbles up the middle for a gain of 2 yards out to the 30-yard line, brings up 3rd down and 8.
Okay, now you're in a 3rd and manageable. You kind of see, okay, like, are they going to show like those safeties playing down a little bit, or are they going to show like one safety? You know, what do you do to kind of keep the chains moving? And we've seen what Hightstown can do offensively. And about 5 yards off the ball, so you got to just see what leverage you can find.
Walsh on 3rd and 8 gets the shoulder square, sidearm sling, complete. Trying to get it to Cole Vinson. Would have brought up a first instead. Again, Walsh leading his receiver a little too far. And Nottingham's defense does their job. They force the 3 and out, and now about to get the football for the first time in half number 2.
And that's big for Nottingham that they were able to get that opening drive stop. I mean, to at least keep themselves in the game. But there were 2 receivers looked like they were running on the same side of the field, forced traffic there. And, you know, now you got to just watch the elements here.
Fowler just gets the punt away. It's a good one. It sends Melvin back. He fumbles it, and Nottingham just has to fall on it again. The weather continues to play a factor. We've seen just 1 turnover on the interception, but Nottingham especially, they've had some trouble holding on to the football, and they get away with it again right there.
And that punt was almost blocked too, Jordan. It took a little while for that to just get off a little bit. Had they waited a second or two longer, that could have been our second block punt of the afternoon.
So this Nottingham drive will start from their own 22-yard line. Dante Vasquez back out there. He's looked pretty good in the passing game the few times that Coach McGuire has drawn up those plays, but for the most part, it's been the running game of August Cassidy and Tamir Carmichael that have carried the load so far for Nottingham. Melvin right now is in at quarterback. It's a high snap. He's going to take it and look to run. Sabri Melvin then trips back inside the 20 of the 18. That's a loss of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down and 14, so Nottingham tries to go with the Wildcat formation. It doesn't work as Melvin appeared to have lost his footing on the slick turf.
Yeah, and that's where, you know, you kind of the east and west makes it a little bit slippery. And, you know, dealing with the turf like this, right, I mean, that's why north and south's important. Because if you go north and south, the less likely of that slipping happens. And, you know, now you're at a 2nd 14, so you're, again, playing behind the sticks. And that's been the theme of Nottingham so far in this game. It's just playing from behind the sticks and trying to find ways to move it, you know, going long ways.
2nd and 14. I don't see Dante Vasquez on the sideline. Melvin again in at quarterback. Burst of speed up the middle. Still going out to the 25-yard line. It takes 4 or 5 Rams to finally stop his forward progress. And it appears Sabri Melvin, he's going to be the quarterback for the time being. Vasquez has not been in the game for the first 2 plays, and I can't spot him on the Nottingham sideline, so that's going to really shorten the playbook even more now for head coach McGuire with his team trying to make the comeback. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 from the 25. Sabri Melvin, he's had his fingerprints all over this game and now getting some run as the signal caller. This time Cassidy is lined up as the quarterback with Melvin as the running back. Or no, it is Melvin. It's a high snap. Melvin's got it. He's going to look to take off. He's being chased. He's running out of room. And at that point, he's just going to have to go down at the sideline. Another big loss for Sabri Melvin. Nottingham is going to be forced into a punting situation now as they go 3 and out. And now Melvin is slow to get up. And so while they tend to him, we'll step aside. 8:35 to go, 3rd quarter, 6-0 Hightstown about to get the ball back here on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Cardi Cherry is on to punt, so both teams trade 3 and outs to start the 2nd half. Sabri Melvin walking off under his own power. Dante Vasquez is back on the sideline, so it's a little surprising to see why they would go to Sabri Melvin to start this half, as I thought Vasquez looked all right in the first, but his team still trailing 6-0. The deep man for Hightstown is Daniel Young. He's on his own side of the 50 at the 49. There's a high snap. It goes into the end zone, and it's going to roll through the back. That's a safety. It's going to make it 8-0. We've seen a couple of these snaps on the punts that have kind of just floated up there. That one floated right behind Cherry. He was unable to get back to pick it up before it went out of bounds, and it's 8-0 Hightstown.
What is it with punts on that side of the field today, Jordan? I mean, we saw the block in the second half from Nottingham when they were on that end of the field, and now again, you know, you get a safety looks like for Hightstown again when Nottingham's on that side again, and something with that side of the field, I guess that's the way where the wind plays a factor, is when that ball's a little high, it sails out of the end zone. Now it's 8-0, and Hightstown gets the ball again, so they got an opportunity to make this a 2-score game if they're able to find what they can build on what they've been doing a little bit in this half, and hopefully they can get some, you know, some action that they've been comfortable with.
Well, now I guess the benefit for Nottingham is that this punt cannot be blocked and there's no snap. Or Melvin's going to set it up on the tee at the 20. So with 8:22 to play, third quarter, Hightstown's going to get the ball back now, leading it 8-0. Cherry's just going to kick it deep. And it's fielded that time by Terrence Williams. He starts up across the 45 and then gets thrown to the ground right around midfield by Jason Brown. They'll mark him down right at the 50. And here comes Ryan Walsh and the Hightstown offense back out there after they went 3 and out on their opening drive of the second half. They now get a chance to go down there, Rich, and try to make it a 2-possession game with a struggling Nottingham offense. It's now really going to be on their defense to be able to make some critical stops.
Yeah, and what Nottingham's defense has done is they've gotten the 1 turnover in the red zone on them already. So we know Nottingham's defense is capable of making a stop, and they've kind of made it, they've made them earn it as far as their running game and their quick passing game. But again, now you got a safety. How do you capitalize off of that safety that goes the way you wanted it to go in that possession?
Cole Vincent is the quarterback for the first time. He runs it off tackle and then gets stonewalled at the 45. Rips half the chains off, brings up 2nd down and 5. And Cole Vincent, again, a reminder, he's just 35 passing yards away from 1,000 for his career. And we'll see if head coach Ryan Folan elects to keep him under center or goes back to Ryan Walsh. This time it will be Walsh lining up in the shotgun. Vincent splits out wide to the top of your screen. And now it looks like they're going to switch places. So now Vincent comes in as the quarterback. 2nd and 5. Nottingham shows pressure. Here it comes. Vincent, patient in the backfield, now starts up. He's got the first down and more. Dives across the 35. Cole Vincent using his legs to his advantage. He is the leading rusher on this Hightstown squad, and you can see why right there, first down gain.
Yeah, what a run there by Walsh, being able to just make it just that much, just make a big play out of it on that quarterback run. I mean, this is how Nottingham has had some good quarterback runs in this game, whether it's like a quarterback draw look or it looks like a quarterback power. And, whether it was Walsh or Vincent, they've been able to get some quarterback design runs that have helped them move the ball down the field a little bit.
On 1st and 10, again, Nottingham shows blitz, and it looks like a lineman might have jumped early. That one goes on the left tackle, Christian Huvig. It's a false start penalty, and it's going to back Hightstown up to the 38-yard line, bring up 1st and 15. Vincent back in there as the quarterback. He takes off again, bounces it to the right, gets around Cassidy. A flag flies as he gets flipped at the 31-yard line. Penalty markers in the area of offensive holding, and this one appears to be coming back. It's going to move Hightstown back even further. It'll bring up 1st and 25 now, and Hightstown going the wrong way.
And you had your heart kind of skips a beat when you see Cole Vincent take a shot right at the knees there. I mean, out of the pocket. I mean, that's the one negative about those open field quarterback runs that you like. It makes your heart skip a beat, and you kind of freeze for a second. You're like, okay, is he all right? And that's the thing you got to just watch with those quarterback runs. But like you said, Jordan, now like back-to-back penalties on a once promising drive, now not so promising back-to-back penalties. I mean, it's just being able to sustain those drives and being able to finish those drives.
All the way back now to the 46-yard line. It's again another Hightstown possession that started out well, and penalties have knocked them all the way back near where they began. More pressure coming. Vincent's going to roll. He's going to look to take off. This time he's got nowhere to go. Dropped back at the line of scrimmage, and again another flag flies.
Daniel Laurent with the tackle for the Northstars, but enters a penalty marker on the play.
It's going to be another hold against Hightstown. That one gets declined, so instead of 1st and what would have been 35, the officials mark the ball at the 47. That'll bring up 2nd and 26.
3rd and 22 Rams at the 47-yard line of the Northstars.
Ryan Walsh lines up as the quarterback for this play, puts Cole Vinson in motion, fakes it to him, gives it to Buffo Bonnie. He keeps the legs churning, but not much there. There to drag him to the ground for Nottingham was Malcolm Lusant. And now third and forever from the 39. We'll call it 3rd down and 16. Hightstown has nearly doubled their point total from their first 4 games here today, leading at 8-0. They'd scored 13 coming in. Daniel Young goes in motion. He gets it on the jet sweep, looking for a lane, and he's just going to be forced to take it out of bounds. Gains a couple of yards. Well, that'll bring up 4th, and here comes the Hightstown punting unit again.
Yeah, right now you're playing the field position game. You're at midfield. If you can pin Nottingham inside their own 10, their own 5, knowing how that end of the field has not been friendly to those trying to punt inside that area, this would be a win for the Nottingham special teams here. And that's kind of where, like, I would be thinking that you want this punt to be. You want that to be inside the 10, inside the 5. That way Nottingham's got to go the long way. And really on that end, it's been tough to move the ball, let alone punt on it, with the block punt and the safety there. So they're kind of forcing Nottingham to kind of work on that end of the field there, and I think that's where you want this punt to go on 4th down.
There is a player down for Nottingham being stretched out at the 24-yard line while they tend to him. We'll take a quick break and be back with the punt right after this here on WBCB.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Hi, Paul Muller here, and there's never been a better time to be part of the team. New car inventory is back. We have over 100 new Toyotas ready to drive home today with some of our most popular models available. And with a huge selection of dependable certified used Toyotas, our pre-owned departments are ready to make a deal that works for you. Plus, our award-winning service centers will have you in and out and back on the road in no time. Visit one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton, or online at teamtoyota.net.
Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Welcome back to Nottingham. 8-0 visitors on top, and this punt nearly blocked. It's end over end. James Rumpf fields it inside his own 10, and he gets dragged to the ground. Riccardi Cherry was signaling for a flag. None forthcoming, and again, it appears Nottingham's going to be backed up. There actually is a flag down at the 40-yard line, so not in the area of the tackle. And we'll have to sort this all out. For now, Nottingham again backed up in the shadow of their own uprights. But this one is going to go against Hightstown. And it appears they're going to have to re-kick.
Yeah, and Nottingham gets a huge break there, because if they had to start backed up from their own 2-yard line with the way their offense has been on that side of the field, that's kind of rough there. And now you hopefully get a little bit of room, or maybe your special teams unit makes a play and the whole momentum flips in this game right here. I mean, because we've seen a block punt so far today.
James Rumpf back deep to receive. He stands at the 15-yard line. It's a short snap, just getting it away that time. It rolls at the 30 inside the 25 and then checks up out of bounds at the 22-yard line. So again, not the best starting field position for Nottingham, but they'll take it considering the alternative was to be back up inside their own 5.
And they had almost a lot of blockers there to try to get that block, just a little late there. And, you know, yes, you get a little more breathing room compared to being inside your own 2-yard line. Now it's, okay, can Nottingham, when they get a big play, can they convert without getting penalties? That's the biggest question for them right now, because they've been able to make big plays in this game. They just haven't been able to sustain and finish those drives to make this game at least in their favor for the most part.
So Dante Vasquez is back out there as the quarterback for Nottingham after he got a drive off on their opening drive of the second half. Vasquez puts it in the chest of August Cassidy, and he rumbles his way across the 25-yard line to the 29. That's a pickup of 6. August Cassidy running a little violently that time. And he's going to probably be somebody that Nottingham continues to lean on in this game as they try to make the comeback. Vasquez has let it fly a few times, but for the most part, it's been the run game, and August Cassidy's been at the center of that.
Yeah, and he's had some nice runs today that have kept, some drives going. He runs with attitude, runs with a purpose, and he's been able to make some of those runs, from small to medium to big gains. And I think they're going to have to rely on him for some big plays in this second half if they're going to try to get going, especially without Sabri Melvin.
Vasquez wants to throw and just forced to throw it away. Closest receiver was Carlos Almonte, and that'll bring up 3rd down. That time they try to fake it to Cassidy. Hightstown's defense was ready for it.
34 Northstars.
So it brings up 3rd and 4, and typically in this scenario, we've seen Vasquez let it fly. And Sabri Melvin, he was the player that was down before we stepped away. He had to be carried off, and he's now back into the game in the huddle. That's a great sign.
Yeah, he had that big catch before early in the first half, Jordan, and you obviously need a big player like him for him to be able to move the chains, and it gives you another option to help take a little bit of pressure off Almonte, Crumbly Mason, and Cassidy. So if you can get more guys that can help you contribute big plays, that's always a plus.
Melvin now back out there, and he's lined up as the quarterback as well, so he gets inserted right into the thick of things on 3rd and 4. And before this 3rd down play, Coach McGuire is going to use his first time out of the half. And that allows me to remind you the Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. Back to action, 3rd down and 4. Sabri Melvin heading back out as the quarterback for this play. Cassidy's lined up as the running back. We've seen Melvin take off in this kind of hybrid wildcat formation. There he goes. He knifes through the first wave of defenders, carries another one across the first down marker. The ball came out at the end, but Melvin was well down, and he moves the sticks.
And that's exactly what you need for Nottingham. Something that gets you excited for a first down. And Melvin is able to make sure that he's able to use his big play ability to find the first down marker, get there, and Nottingham moving the sticks, keeping the drive alive, and that's what you need to do. Once you move the chains, it's sustaining and finishing drives.
1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Melvin remains in the game. Vasquez is split out wide in the slot at the top of your screen. And so it appears as though Melvin, as long as he remains healthy, he's going to be the quarterback going forward. He takes the snap, rolling to his left, looking to throw for the first time. He throws a nice ball in the area of Vasquez, and he just couldn't haul it in. Good coverage that time from Hightstown. It'll make it 2nd and 10.
That was a really tough throw, rolling all the way out to the left and trying to throw it right on the sidelines to make a tough throw and trying to move the sticks, but that was a really tight throw to the right side. Tight coverage from the Rams there. I mean, you got to just tip your cap at that time to the Rams defense, but you understand what you're using with Sabri Melvin's big play ability to try to move the pocket. And right there now, you got a 2nd and 10, but there have plays where they can make, Jordan. They can move down the field. They just haven't been able to get those 1st and 10s and get into 2nd and shorts. And that's what they need to do. That's that next step in this game that they're going to need to try to do to get them at least moving in the right direction past midfield.
Well, Vasquez is back under center. August Cassidy lined up as the running back. They put Melvin in motion, fake it to him. Vasquez looking for an angle. He's got none, and he gets stacked up behind the line. Main guy in there for Hightstown was the 5'10", 225-pound senior Hector Torres. That pushes Vasquez back behind the 6, 3rd and 12.
And ideally, this has been the theme of today, Jordan. They're playing too much from behind the sticks. And these big plays, I mean, for the moment right now, it's stopped raining for the moment. So you've kind of got to judge the win now when you kind of look at these big plays. How do you find a way to keep this drive alive and at least get the ball to midfield where you at least have the field to work with, and then you just kind of figure out what you can work with towards the sideline, inside. You got to find a way to move the sticks here and at least keep this drive alive.
3rd and 12, Vasquez in the pocket. Now he's going to step up, looking for a lane, and he throws it high and complete, trying to connect with Sabri Melvin. He was open. It would have taken an extra effort to be able to get enough to pick up the first. Instead, the throw sails too high, and the punting unit jogs onto the field.
And right there, they had Melvin open. The ball was just a little high. I mean, Vasquez does a good job moving the pocket, knowing when to step up, knowing how to avoid the rush, but the ball's just a little high. And again, they had an opening space, enough for the first down if he was able to catch that, but another drive staller for Nottingham, and that's just crushing as much as these continue to add up for them.
So it's 8-0 Hightstown. Their offense about to get the football back. Late stages, 3rd quarter. Riccardi Cherry's looking over at the sideline, perhaps looking for another player to come out onto the field, and jogging on late is Walter Rodriguez. Daniel Young is back deep to receive at the 35. Cherry awaits the snap. We've had some troubles with these punts for Nottingham. Let's see if they can get one off cleanly. It's high, and going back, it's down on the ground to field it is Cherry. He never picked it up. It doesn't really matter who's got it because Hightstown's going to be set up inside the 10-yard line, and the punting game continues to be an adventure for Nottingham.
It's the same side of the field where everything just kind of goes on the disaster end. And Hightstown, again, you get a block punt on that end near the end of the first half. That's how you get your only touchdown of the game. You get a safety to go up 8. Now they are set up perfectly for this to be a 2-possession game. And Nottingham special teams on that side of the field have really let them down so far.
Riccardi Cherry, the punter, he's down while they tend to him. We'll take another break. 65 seconds to play third quarter. 8-0 Hightstown, about to get the ball back here on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Welcome back to Nottingham. 8-0 Rams on top, and they will start this drive from the 5-yard line. Walsh gives it to Young. He gets bottled up in the backfield. Some extracurriculars going on in the back of the end zone. The officials keep the flags in their pockets. This is exactly how Hightstown was able to strike for their first touchdown of the game after it was the blocked punt. Nottingham's had troubles in the special teams game, and they were able to punch it in after a 10-yard drive. This very well could be the final play of the third, clock at 35 seconds. Walsh puts it in the chest of Buffo Bonnie, and again, he gets stacked up after a pickup of a yard out to the 5. And Hightstown, if they so choose, could just run the clock down and take us to the 4th.
I thought that Walsh was going to keep it and run like a boot because the right side was wide open. They all sold out inside left. And I thought if Walsh kept it and had the boot, that would have been the perfect call in that situation. But they ended up keeping it. Now you got third down, as we get to the fourth quarter.
Clock will run out. It's 8-0 Hightstown. They add 2 more points in this quarter thanks to the safety. Looking to add 6 more on the other side. We'll head to the 4th here on WBCB.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Hi, Paul Muller here, and there's never been a better time to be part of the team. New car inventory is back. We have over 100 new Toyotas ready to drive home today with some of our most popular models available. And with a huge selection of dependable certified used Toyotas, our pre-owned departments are ready to make a deal that works for you. Plus, our award-winning service centers will have you in and out and back on the road in no time. Visit one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton, or online at teamtoyota.net.
Today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We're proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. Third down and goal from the 5 for Hightstown. They flipped fields, but this was the exact down and distance they scored on back in the second quarter. Cole Vinson in at quarterback. He's going to look to take off, and August Cassidy says no. Gets him to the ground behind the 10. That's a loss of 6 yards. What a play by Cassidy when Nottingham's defense needed 1.
I think it was Malcolm Lusant that also had action on that stop there, Jordan. And now I think if you're Hightstown here, you really need the 2-score lead, because then you make Nottingham have to force their way to push the ball downfield. If you're able to kick it, I mean, the rain's calmed down a little bit, but now you got the wind against you a little bit, so it looks like they're going to go for it here.
Ryan Walsh back as the quarterback. The running back is Jaden Buffo Bonnie. 4th and goal from the 11. Nottingham's defense looking for a much-needed stop. Walsh, play action, rolling, eyes on the end zone, throwing that way. It's intercepted. Kendi Guillaume got it, took the knee in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Second red zone pick of the game for the North Stars.
And right there, you know, I saw what Walsh was looking for, the receiver, but I don't think he saw Guillaume there on that play. And Hightstown comes away with a drive empty. I mean, that would have been a huge conversion had they tried to get that a little earlier. But Nottingham, down 8-0, they still have a chance, but they're going to need to find a way to work this ball downfield to make this at least within a chance for them. And it's in their grasp to try to get it downfield. They have to find a way to do it. Now the wind's on their side.
So 11 minutes is all that's left, but a drive for Hightstown that started on the Nottingham 5-yard line. The North Stars defense able to get the stop with the interception. Here's a give to Tamir Carmichael, and he gets swallowed up after a gain of 2 yards. It was Jamel Duncan, the 310-pound senior, there to get him to the ground.
Duncan with the tackle for the Rams.
He's made it tough for Nottingham to run it inside today, and I think that's a guy you have to just keep an eye on because he can absolutely disrupt the play in the running game. And, you know, there's certain guys you highlight. It's going to be tough to run on. And he's one of those guys that you have to know where he is. And, you know, your best bet is to run away from him at that point. But Nottingham, they're going to have to just find a way to just trust their controlling clock process.
Here's August Cassidy. And he's able to barrel his way forward across the 25 out to the 27. That's a 4-yard gain. It'll make it 3rd down and 3. And Nottingham now on this drive doing a better job playing ahead of the sticks, 3rd and short.
All right, you're in an ideal situation. This is manageable work. I mean, this is exactly where you want to be on offense. Now it's how do you go from 3rd and short to 1st down? Do you have plays right now in this 4th quarter that you trust to get you a little bit extra what you need? And that's where Nottingham needs to continue to control the game on this drive, but be able to get those additional yards to get the 1st down.
3rd and 3. In the shotgun is Vasquez. Puts it in the chest of Cassidy, looking to set the edge to the outside. He's going to be brought down close to the 30-yard line. They're going to mark him 1 yard short. Adam Kozik was able to force him down at the 29. So now 4th and 1. Nottingham has had a ton of punt problems, and it looks like they are going to go for this.
Yeah, I think this is nearing 4th down territory now. I mean, you got to try to get a 1st down. You got to find something that your offense is reliant on that you know you're going to get a 1st down, probably additional yardage too. But you got to find a way to keep your drive alive here.
Vasquez starts out in the shotgun, 4th and 1. Thought they might quarterback sneak it. Now he's going to walk under center. Vasquez, they just try to push him ahead. He's across the 30, and he's got enough for the 1st. He needed 1. He got 2. Chains move, 1st and 10.
And that's good right there. I mean, you get something to work with. Chains move, right? A new fresh set of downs. Just being able to just methodically move the ball and just be smart. I mean, they've done a good job controlling the clock. Now it's just being able to sustain and finish drives, and their running game has helped a little bit of that. If they can get one big run here, then they would be in a good situation to be able to be within striking distance.
1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Vasquez will toss it this time to Cassidy. He cuts it back inside and then goes down after a loss of 1. This Hightstown defensive front, they've won the battle of the trenches to this point.
Oh, for sure. I mean, they've made it. They really haven't. Hightstown has not really had a lot of good outside runs today, and I think inside, when you got that mammoth in the middle trying to clog things up, it makes it even that much tougher to try to get that traction, that push up front. And yes, Jordan, the Rams have won this game up front as far as just being able to control the lines and they forced Nottingham into a lot of 2nd and longs, 3rd and longs. So they're playing exactly their game plan. Make Nottingham play behind the sticks.
I like Mammoth in the middle. That's a good one, Rich.
Yeah. Hey, I finally got my first little term here.
It's 2nd down and 11 for Dante Vasquez and the North Stars offense. He's going to roll to his right, look to throw. This is where he's been the most dangerous. What a throw. It's caught by Melvin. Was he out of bounds? They're going to say yes.
Incomplete to Melvin.
For a split second, I thought he got both feet in, but that throw was right at that sideline. I mean, if Melvin was able to convert that, that would have been a nice chain-moving play, and that would have been one of their huge 2nd and long conversions that hopefully they were able to do. But not that, I mean, that time just a little tough getting those feet down.
So now 3rd down and 11. Vasquez jogs back into the huddle. Got to believe he's going to be looking to throw the ball right here. Carlos Almonte has been shut down since the first quarter. He goes to the bottom of your screen with Sabri Melvin in the slot next to him. Vasquez rolling that way, looking to throw, going for the first down, and it is tipped and incomplete. Jason Smith, the cornerback, got a hand on it, and it nearly fell right in the lap of Melvin. Instead, falls to the turf, and now Nottingham will have to figure out this punting game.
If the Rams were able to pick that off, you would have had great field position, and Nottingham would have also been had thrown their 2nd turnover of this game. And now 4th and long, you know they're going deep, so it's kind of just a situation of just don't let anything get behind you.
I guess the way that head coach McGuire is going to figure out the punting game is just don't bring them onto the field. Offense stays out there, 4th down and 11 from the 30-yard line. Vasquez will be the quarterback, twin receiver set. On 4th and 11, they need the 41. Vasquez looking long for Melvin. He's got him. 1st down and more across the 40. Makes a man miss. Down the sideline, Sabri Melvin, big play again, and the North Stars move the chains.
And that's exactly the play they needed on 4th down there, Jordan. Who else to go to but Sabri Melvin, who made that big play in the first half, and now this time he gets behind the defense, works the sideline to his advantage, makes a move, and he's able to work downfield, and now Nottingham is within the red zone. Now it's just about finishing that drive.
That looked like the same play call as the 3rd and 11. That time Melvin was wide open. He's slow to get up again. He's down on the sideline. They continue to work here on his left leg. 7 minutes and 2 that remains. While we have a second, I'd like to let you know that the Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It's important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. Whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot, Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. The staff at the Hamilton Township Division of Health are experienced and proud to serve the Hamilton community. Visit hamiltonnj.com/health for more information, services, and upcoming clinics and eligibility. That's hamiltonnj.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton. They rule Melvin stepped out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Still 1st down, but now Melvin out for this play. The give goes to Carmichael, and he gets wrapped up after a gain of maybe a half a yard. It did appear on that last play that Melvin had stepped out when he went to make that juke move. But Nottingham's certainly going to take it as they were able to move the chains on 4th and 11.
Yeah, I think Nottingham's just happy that they were able to move the ball and their drive stays alive. I mean, now that they're past midfield, it gives them a little bit of confidence. Like, okay, we can find our big plays. It's just being able to consistently get those to be able to try to get in that red area and hopefully get in the end zone. But right now, 2nd and long, let's see what they can do here.
2nd and 10, Vasquez gives it to Cassidy, and he gets by one man but not two. Jaden Buffo-Bonnie gets him to the ground after a pickup of 1, 3rd down and 9.
Buffo-Bonnie with the tackle for the Rams.
So again, Rich, Nottingham finds themselves in a 3rd and long. Sabri Melvin still on the sideline, so the big play threat becomes Chris Almonte, and now Javian Crumbly Mason will head onto the field. You wonder if they'll try to just draw up that same play, get somebody open down the near sideline.
Yes, it's going to definitely be to one of these two guys, and one of these two guys here, Almonte or Crumbly Mason, is going to have to find a way to keep the chains moving, get 10 to 12 yards, and keep the chains moving for Nottingham.
They're both at the top of your screen. Vasquez, deep drop, tries to set up the screen. It's caught by Cassidy. He's out to the 35, trucks his way forward, gains a couple extra yards because of it. He's still shy of the marker by about 6 yards, but it sets up 4th and manageable, and now no question the offense will stay out there.
Yep, I mean, that would have been the 3rd guy I would have picked to make a play there, and Cassidy's had some great plays in the running game. That time in the passing game, he finally gets a little screen to kind of get the chains moving. I don't mind that now. Now you got 4th and manageable. Do you have a play that's 6 to 8 yards that okay, if I get a right look, this is the play I'm calling?
Sabri Melvin back out there and perhaps just in time for 4th and 6. Northstars have 2 timeouts remaining, trailing 8-0 with just over 5 minutes to play. Crumbly Mason, the motion man. Vasquez takes the snap, rolling to the right, looking for Crumbly Mason. He's got it, but he's going to be short of the sticks. Man, if you're Vasquez right there, you're probably hoping Crumbly Mason runs that route a little deeper. He was able to haul it in, but about 2 yards short. And now Hightstown's offense takes over with 5:16 to go, leading it 8-0, looking for that put-away drive.
Yeah, the depth of the route there by Crumbly Mason, you want to get right a little past the sticks. And the ball was a little underthrown there because I guess the depth of the route was also not there. But that is crushing because that was a good play call. That was exactly the play. The motion, yet no one followed him. He found the hole, just couldn't get enough yards to keep the drive going. And now Hightstown has a chance to just continue what they've been doing, controlling the clock and making them kind of just extend drives. And now it's going to force Nottingham to start thinking when to use their timeouts.
This drive will start from Hightstown's own 30-yard line. They walk the linebackers up, bring pressure. There goes Cole Vincent, and the pressure got to him. Drops him for a loss back at the 25-yard line. We've seen Nottingham show a lot more blitz here in the second half, and that time it pays off, dropping Vincent behind the sticks. 2nd down and 14 from the 26-yard line.
Yeah, right now you got to be thinking, if you're Nottingham, just send as many defenders in the box as you can because they've been kind of trying to figure out that running game. And I'm a little curious to see how Hightstown's going to be able to answer the blitz if Nottingham continues to stack the box.
Ryan Walsh as the quarterback, hands it off to Daniel Young. Jet sweep action, bounces it outside, and then goes out at the 30. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, brings up 3rd down and 10. And now again, this Nottingham defense is going to have to come up with a critical stop. They've done a good job so far here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and Nottingham's defense, I mean, the second half, I think they've played pretty good as far as, the field position. If it weren't for their special teams, you would say they'd be playing really, really well. I think now, you got a 3rd and long. Can you get a stop and then give your offense some field position to work with? And then you got one more chance to kind of have a chance to, put some points on the board.
3rd and 10 from the 30. 3 receivers go to the left. Now Walsh wanted to set up the screen. He starts ahead. He's out across the 35. Not decision. Walsh carries it forward for a gain of 7 out to the 37-yard line. 4th and 3. And there's a player down for Hightstown with 4:10 remaining. We'll step aside. Decision time for Ryan Fullen. We'll come back with the answer to it on the other side here on WBCB.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
Welcome back to Nottingham. 4 minutes and 10 seconds is all that's left. Hightstown on top, 8-0. Each team looking for win number 1. It's 4th down and 2 for the Rams from their own 38-yard line. And it does appear that head coach Ryan Fullen will elect to leave the offense on the field. Cole Vincent, the senior, lined up as the quarterback. And now Vincent looks over to his sideline as a man came on late. That's Owen Desarvines. He goes to the bottom of your screen. Clock rolling inside of 3 minutes, 40 seconds. Man in motion, that's Alexander Ferrara, and now a flag, and they may have got Nottingham to jump.
And I think they did because you could tell by the Rams' reaction that they saw an early jump from Nottingham.
Nope, in fact, they say false start.
Ooh.
Nottingham, they look like they were frustrated as though the penalty was going to go against them. They were drawn offside. It's now 4th and 7, and now the punting unit jogs on, and Coach Fullen was never really going to have his guys go for it, just look to draw the penalty.
Back to receive the punt.
And so now back to punt it for Hightstown. Goes number 30, who's not listed. But back deep to receive for Nottingham. Sabri Melvin is there, and he's alongside Daniel Laurent. This one right at the 30-yard line. Dante Vasquez and the offense coming back out 70 yards and a 2-point conversion away from a tie game with 3 minutes and 2 seconds left. The ground game has been the theme for Nottingham, but got to now watch guys like Sabri Melvin and Chris Almonte.
Yeah.
Or Carlos Almonte,
Yeah.
I apologize.
You can even throw in Javian Crumbly Mason too. You can throw him in there. I mean, we've seen August Cassidy have that big screenplay last drive, Jordan. So right now, you got to just figure out, okay, how do we execute the 3-minute offense? The 3-minute offense is you got to just find ways to keep the chains moving, attacking outside, finding a way inside. They got 2 timeouts to work with as well, and that's what you're going to need to kind of factor in as well.
Vasquez, play action. He's going to keep it himself. He angles out of bounds and gets spun out after a pickup of 2, forcing him out. Adam Kozik again, 2nd down and 8. Clock stops at 2:56.
Kozik has had a big couple of plays and a pair of plays in this quarter where, down on the red zone before with there. He obviously had like one play there when Nottingham kind of had some position to work with there, and then that play now doesn't let Vasquez kind of take that read option up a little bit up the sideline, and now you got a 2nd and 7 here, decent yardage, but in an ideal situation that you want the defense to be comfortable with, that Nottingham is going to have to work its way up the field.
2nd and 7 Northstars.
2nd down and 7. Carmichael and Cassidy lined up on either side of the quarterback Vasquez, who looks to throw, has time, throwing over the middle, past there's Carlos Almonte, he breaks free, into the secondary, rumbling down to the 31. There's that big play to Almonte. There goes the Nottingham offense, 31 yards out with 2 minutes and 46 seconds left.
And that's what you got to do, to attack the middle, find some plays that you can get that little bit of separation inside, and Almonte does a great job of taking that crossing route and working it up a little bit, and now you're past the 50, now it's just finding a way. How do we keep moving the chains? How do we keep getting out of 2nd and longs and getting 1st downs and then finding a way to get in the end zone? But it's all about winning those early downs right now.
Credit to the offensive line as well. Vasquez had all day to throw it, and that let Almonte come wide open across the middle, 1st and 10 from the 30. Vasquez hands it off. There goes Cassidy. Not much there. Hightstown's defensive line continues to shut down this Nottingham run game. That's a pickup of a yard, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, they were in a 2nd and 7 last couple of times they were in 2nd down. So now you a little bit more field that you're going to have to try to gain to get yourself into a manageable 3rd down situation. Now it's like, okay, can we try to get a little run with Cassidy to get in the 3rd and manageable, or do you have a quick play that you can get to maybe force a 3rd and short or pick up the 1st down and get a new set of downs?
Rain has slowed, at least for the moment. 1 minute, 47 seconds is all that's left. 2nd down and 9. Each team looking to get out of here with win number 1. There's Carmichael. He's going backwards. Sterling Newland ripped him to the ground. Loss of 4. Big-time play again by the Hightstown defensive front. And now Nottingham is going to be forced to use their 2nd timeout of the half. 90 seconds left. It's 3rd down and 14. And we're going to have, following the conclusion of this game on our YouTube channel, our Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game interview. But right now, the real stars have been this Hightstown defensive front. They've won time and time again. $8-0 game, and don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. 3rd and 14, and this has been Sabri Melvin time throughout this game. He's lined up in the slot. Jonem and Carmichael are the running backs. Out of the timeout, it is 4-down territory. Vasquez under pressure, down he goes. Big time sack. The Hightstown Rams continue to wreak havoc on defense. 4th and forever, just 1 timeout remaining for the Northstars. They haven't used it yet. Clock is down to 70 seconds. And now you're kind of just in Hail Mary time.
That, and you just need somehow a bizarre first down conversion that you need. And we've seen some long 4th down conversions before get converted into first downs and end up being jaw-dropping, bizarre. That's really what you need for Nottingham right now.
So timeout called, 59 seconds. I'd like to thank our sponsors one more time before this 4th down play. Kessel Dermatology, the Revere Restaurant, Haldeman Ford Subaru, Saul Funeral Homes, Capital Health System, Team Toyota, the New Jersey Education Association, the Hamilton Township Education Association, the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, the Italian People's Bakery, the Trentonian, Hamilton Township Division of Health, Hyundai of Trenton, and Mako of Ewing, all for making portions of today's game possible. 4th down and 23. This play will come from the Hightstown 48-yard line. In fact, it's 4th down, from the Hightstown 43-yard line. They need the 20. And now whistles and a timeout being used by Hightstown. Coach Folan wants to make sure that all of his guys are on the same page. Is this play right here, Rich, it's going to be for the game.
Yeah, and and you have nowhere really else to go but downfield. So it's finding a way, okay, what kind of look do you get from the secondary, and what kind of concepts do you trust to get that first down? And who do you trust to? Because Almonte can make a play. Crumley Mason can make a play. We've seen Sabri Melvin make a big play in this quarter. So it's finding out which of those 3 guys can get behind the defense, or if multiple guys get behind the defense, who can get that first down based on the look that you get from the secondary.
4th and 23. Before the timeout, they had lined up Almonte and Sabri Melvin on the far side of the field. This time they're going to flip Almonte towards the near side and put 3 receivers there. Sabri Melvin not in the game for this play. Trips left. Hightstown plays 4 backs, actually, all the way back at the 28-yard line. Vasquez needs time, steps up, has it, looking to throw, putting it down the field. It is incomplete. Closest one to it was Kendi Griam. He may have had a shot. The throw was a little to the inside, but there is a flag. It's going to be denied. Penalty declined. It was against Nottingham. Hightstown's going to take over, and they're going to get out of here with their first win in 2024. The defensive battle is going to go the way of the Rams.
Yeah, and they really kind of won with their defense and special teams. And I think that while this may have been an ugly win with the elements earlier in this game, they found a way to just trust what they did well, which was their red zone running game. And then they had that pass earlier with the 4th down that they got. But their defense and special teams was the story of this win for Nottingham. And I think if you can hang your head on that for Nottingham, this is a great feeling for them and a win that boosts confidence for a team that just earned its first win today.
For Hightstown, it's going to snap a string of 10 consecutive losses dating all the way back to September 14th of last year. They're going to end a 9-game true road losing streak. They did win last year at the Battle at the Beach in a neutral site game. This is going to be Hightstown's first true road win since October 8th, 2022, when they took down Steinert. One more kneel down from Walsh, and that should do it. Clock will run out. 8-0 Rams get the win. Ryan Walsh, he's going to be our Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game. You can find that interview on our WBCB Sports YouTube channel following the conclusion of this broadcast. Hightstown wins 8-0. They go to 1-4. Nottingham, they fall to 0-5. And so one more time for the entire crew. Rich Sale on color commentary. Brianne O'Neill produced today's stream. And our cameraman was Logan Davis. My name's Jordan Hirsch, saying thank you for watching and have a great night, everybody.